Thanks.
By the way, tickets are $25.
Cool. It's a scary thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's only 2 trails.
Yeah.
I mean, as scary as like you want think scary.
I'm just figuring
It's a scary thing. Like, just the way you said
Yeah.
that, and it's
sorry,
a
no.
haunted trail. Like that's in the
Well, I'm
name.
just thinking, I've got a lot on my plate right now. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're
I'm
good.
just making sure, like, if I find that we're both available, and if I want to try to sell it to the waifu, be like, okay,
It's
what am I trying to take her to?
scary Valentines, but take
Okay.
that as you will with like a grain
Yeah.
of
The
salt.
Scalentines?
Yes.
All right.
Scatlentines.
I just wanted to make sure.
We watched that actually, but yes.
All right. We are live. Hello, friends. Welcome to the Arcadian campaign. I'm your host, Heroes Legacy, joined by my lovely cast and crew of the Pow Long. The Arcadian campaign is a Fate Core tabletop game that is set in the world of Skies of Arcadia that we play oh so lovingly online. I have just enough water. I need a refuel.
Sound unprepared.
I am very unprepared.
Oh, you're not.
You
Your
were
usual
not
hunt.
prepared.
We are not prepared.
Such devastation.
Such devastation. Set in the world of Fate Core tabletop. A Fate Core tabletop game set in the world of Skies of Arcadia. Joined by my lovely cast and crew, they explore the 6 to 7 denizen moons of magic, Victorian era, piracy, and Indiana Jones inspired dungeon crawling. Tonight we are joined once again with our party, the crew of the How Long. Crew, let's sound off, starting with Mordecai.
Hello, Tillin. I once again have the pleasure of playing Mordecai, our Sundered Spear from Nasir. That moon count is a floating number recently. That you got the major ones, you got the silver and the black one.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, Mordecai is our benevolent engineer, son of a Sands, and just recently remembered all the shit that has gone down unfettered. Thanks, Mr. Barlow. Yeah, so we have a lot to process and a lot of different directions we could jump from this point, but I'm looking forward to seeing where they go.
All right. Up next, Lisha.
Young Lionheart, once again playing Lisha this round. Witty, cat-like. Hey, I'm here. It's been a time.
Next up, Delashi.
I am KT. I play Delashi or Delcy. Found her father, still trying to find her way. She uses ice magic and a whip that was passed down to her.
And last but not least, our rootin' tootin'.
Hey there, I play Frost. I picked up some bullet D6s, so I'm excited about that. Yeah.
With introductions out of the way, we have our cast and crew of Arcadia. As I stated at the start of session tonight, it'll be a short, simple, sweet, but honestly very much needed session for us all, as we have pretty much been consistent with every time that we coordinate a game, we are playing game. Sometimes we'll have time set aside left over after one of our main games where we will talk about things either in character or maybe get stuff done logistically for game and whatnot. But we all have lives, and we all have a lot of craziness that goes about with our lives. So
We gotta do some housekeeping tonight, folks.
tonight's wonderful housekeeping episode, for more recorded for our knowledge, this way we have it down pat, but for anyone in the chat who'd like to do little shenanigans, screw it, I'll reward channel point shenanigans for this. So thank you for being along. Sincerely, thank you for being part of the journey. And we hope you continue to enjoy our adventures and endeavors going forward. That out of the way. Characters. Mordecai, Frost, Elisha. You've all been through a crazy slew of experiences. You all have had things in your characters' lives, in your personal lives. We've had so much growth on this channel. So much growth. I would say you guys deserve, honestly, your next milestone.
Hey.
Sincerely. After finding Lashi's father, as well as regaining all of your memories, you have hit a milestone. You have hit that precious XP reward. So, since we're all here, let's get your character sheets up. Milestones, since we haven't done this in a while. You are going to level up your fate points by either 2 points, or you can choose to get a brand new stunt. A stunt that we can all work on together, figure it out, fix it up, and kind of knock down and solidify. Also, at this point, if you would like to trade out more fate points for a stunt, you can do such too. Or if you feel like there is an aspect that you are not using, or maybe your character has had enough growth that you want to change something about yourself, this is the perfect time for that. As you have continued your journey, you have grown, and you perhaps have new things that get you in trouble, or new things that bolster your adventures, endeavors.
I didn't think we were getting another level up this early, so I don't have a potential stunt prepared like I usually do. Because I'm not taking more fate points. 5 is enough. I like the stunts.
This is very true, you fucking stunt fiend.
All right.
Probably gonna bump up more stunts, and not more stunts, but more fate points, just because I burned them like it's breathing.
I
Um,
have 7 fate points. I guess I'll get a new stunt.
Talk real quick. I'm gonna go get some water.
Skills?
Yes,
Okay,
you will be leveling up a skill.
Okay.
So if I recall correctly, you should now have another skill at 4, and then down the pyramid and around that line, level up a skill to 4, a skill to 3, skill to 2, skill to 1.
So we should have 3 skills at +4.
I believe that is correct. Yes.
Alright.
Should have 3 skills at +4, 5 skills, and now at +2.
Oh, nope. Didn't want to roll that. I just want to see what the skill details were.
I'll be right back as I get that drink.
Okay, let's see here. So if I bump notice up, because the notice is used quite often.
It is.
Burglary, not so much. In all honesty, like, I have Lisha who steals shit like no tomorrow. So I'll bump my notice up to 4, which means I can bump up
Burglary? We don't, gal.
physique to 3, and I could bump up stealth to stealth to 2. So 1 5, 3 4s, 2 3s, 5 2s, 3 1s. I think it's how it breaks down.
I am now back. What's up?
Just to make sure, it's 1 5, 3 4s, 2 3s, 4 2, actually 5 2s, and 4 1s.
Should be
Oh.
6 1.
Okay. How many threes?
I feel like we're not all on the same page here. I wonder if I fucked something up.
I'm going to look at
No,
our
because
own.
I have just by going by the you bump one of the threes up by 1, you bump one of the 2s up by 1, and you bump one of the 1s up by 1. By doing that, I have 3 3s.
Give me 1 second.
I'm posting my current character sheet in character info. The one in parentheses is just because of the ring and the 3 slot. But I've had a full roster of 1 and 2 since our last level up, because that's what I thought we did.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's supposed to be like 5 5. Then it's gonna be 3 3 1.
Yeah. Because once again, the wolf ring is just an item buff. So, if I've been doing it wrong, then I want to get it right, and if I've been doing it right, then I just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
I got you.
All right, so our 1 skills, we should have 5 of them. Our 2 skills.
Some of you will have 5 skills. Some of you won't, because some of you took fate points over skills.
Couldn't be me.
Because you had a choice between fate points or skill, or stunts. Sorry, stunts.
Oh god. Okay.
Thank you for reposting. All right, there we go. So you should have 5 1 skills, 5 2 skills, 4 3 skills, and now 3 4 skills.
Remember
You write it down.
Yeah.
So 1
And-
3 4 5 5.
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you, Tyler, for posting the previous style of fake core character sheet. Because that's what I'm basing my reference off of.
Okay. Yeah,
It's supposed to be like a pyramid. Okay, I get it. It clicked for me.
Okay.
It's a pyramid that you gradually make a box.
Oh god, I wasn't prepared for level up.
It makes me feel any better. I now have a point in lore.
We're tied.
Yeah,
Also,
for
at
me,
this point, if you want to swap any boxes out for skills, you can do that as well.
Oh man.
So if you use something more than another thing, or if you feel like you're not using one thing over another thing, I think for Elisha, this might be the big thing, because you focus yourself more on physique and fighting roles. You might want to swap or change those up. And you could really be yeeting bitches.
All I
It's
do
while
is
they're
yeet.
You. While they're working on that, mark the aspects. So I know what the troubles
Correct.
were, like a big thing that are part of the contracts. Now,
Correct.
since the contract has been lifted,
Since the
do we regain
contract.
the old one, or do we have still lost memory for that slot?
So, for troubles now, that will be something that we make new for now. Until something either binds you all together for a new trouble, or something as an individual takes over that type of trouble. So
Already
say,
got
is it your bones?
it. Fires of Revenge.
That's a good one.
So
Mhm.
we could replace it with a new one. Is what I'm hearing.
Yes, you can replace your trouble with a new trouble.
Yeah, so like my high concept's Deadeye. My trouble's not Fires of Revenge. First adventure, Locked and Loaded. Crossing Paths 1 was part of the ship, part of the crew. Crossing Paths 2, shoot first, ask questions later. It actually is a pretty easy way of describing Ross's journey with this party.
That's very fair.
Mm-hmm. The physique, I now got a 3. Actually, let me, instead of doing that,
So it's 13455.
Correct. 13455.
I put it in character info.
Next time you get a level up, you will just get a 5.
Sweet.
The one after that, you will get a 4 and a 3. The one after that, you will get another 5, and then so on until we fill out the box.
What's in the box? Alright.
Bofa.
These nuts got them.
Damn, got me. Also, I like for the stunts, I still have sick kickflip as one of them.
That was a fun one.
Dead. I'll have been dead for 20 years, and whoever survives me in this party is like, "Yeah, Mordecai kickflip."
You're never gonna live it down.
That's right.
Why
Be a fun
is
time.
that cowboy riding a coffin? Don't worry about it.
It's a sick kickflip. Bonus points if it's done off ice.
Just kickflipping your fucking coffin as we're going through.
Frost, the coffin rider of Glacia.
That's actually a sick title.
This is a sick title.
Oh my fuck. God.
Oh man. Okay.
Right.
And so we can either take more fate points or a stunt. It's a bump fate point up by 1. Or a stunt.
Correct.
Now, even though we're boosting our shields, we don't have to take a stunt, right? We can just keep pumping into our fate points.
Yes, correct.
Alright. 7 fate points now, so I can just kind of really dump those points on, especially when I need to go and pull off some big hits.
There you go.
Sorry, I'm making a checklist in the character info tab.
He's
It is
making a
appreciated.
list and checking it twice. We're not having another Christmas episode. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
And for a Christmas episode, we went to the beach.
Yep. Your beach episode. What's going to be our next big event? Or like silly event episode?
Oh,
Masquerade.
Ooh, that's
see,
not bad.
I don't know why, but my
Hey,
brain
Neptune.
went Thanksgiving. For some fucking reason.
Are
You're
we gonna kill a
like-
turkey?
Huh?
Are we gonna kill a turkey?
I think my brain went like it'd be. I've also like kind of going off of like the RP thread we left off on. Like it would be just like so wholesome just to have like a big like family meal RP with the crew. Is where my head was at.
Netfiend suggesting Valentine's Day.
Oh,
How would that work?
I'm
Uh,
gonna get in trouble.
There'd be some interesting times there.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Guys, strictly no romancing the crew.
Yeah, no
So-
romancing the crew.
Bro, that's not your rule. That's my rule.
I say Ross is married.
No. Let me repeat. That's not a rule you'll put on me. That is a rule Mordecai put on himself immediately.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I know you know that.
I
what
know
I'm
you know,
hearing
but
is-
you know I know
Every
that you know
hookup-
I know.
What I'm hearing is every hookup you're gonna have, we hire them on the spot and deny you. The
Oh my
ultimate form of
God.
blocking.
No, or it's before they even can hook up. It's right before.
It's like
Right?
during
And
the
then we hire them,
conversation.
and then it's nope.
Mordecai already has one loophole. I see the wheels turning in Tyler's head. He's like, blink, 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 huh?
Like, are you talking about Nadine because she traveled with us for a little bit?
The loophole is you guys have already had sex.
That's fair, but
Now you can't do it now that she's on the crew, though.
she's not on the crew though.
Not in the crew yet.
Oh my god.
What exactly
I really don't want to have to
is the
explain.
stipulation? What is the rules of being on the crew? Because she's been on our ship for an extended period of time now.
She's been on our ship as a temporary member,
Exactly.
but I knew that wasn't
So
going
she's
to
in the crew.
last.
So she's in the crew.
In a loose name, maybe in affiliation, I guess, but I don't have to wake up and spend every day with her. You know?
Rolls
Just
out
tell
of
us
bed.
you have commitment issues. Jesus Christ.
I, Dylan, do not, but Mordecai.
No, I know. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Obviously, you do not. You have a wife, okay? Like,
Yeah, no. Mordecai's got a little bit of a hesitation going on there.
about
So,
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, if the dean ends up becoming a permanent member, I'm really not looking forward to Mordecai having to explain boundaries to this new Amazon woman.
Good
No,
luck.
it has.
Roll
it has
for
to happen
strength.
now.
That's what I'm saying, man.
It has to happen now.
I have to teach her about consent. Like, listen.
It'll be one of those
Man.
moments where it's like, no, well, Nadine, it's just something that we have to do, and like she's slowly taking your shirt off and everything else. It's like, Nadine, we can't, like right here, really, right over. What about this side over there? I have work to get to, and she'd be like, yeah, I'm right here.
Mordecai's gonna be over there getting some action. Meanwhile, Ross is just gonna be like up on deck trying to command his people, just like something like this.
You fucking did it.
Oh my god. I really, what you need to do is, we need to be like in the middle of something serious, right? And Ross is about to do something, and you're describing it really seriously, and then you play that.
No, I think that needs to be the line if Ross ever shows up to a battle late and he has to like kick the saloon door in and just come in like that.
So those that don't know who are watching, for my birthday, I ran a Cyberpunk one-shot for him. We took a little food break in the middle and put on Samurai Jack. Well, those who watch Samurai Jack know the pig sheriff a little too well. Homeboy comes on screen, quotes that. The rest of these fuckers start laughing because all they can think is how Ross sounds sometimes. So I'm just like, well, that's canon now, unfortunately. So now I have to have that
Turn to each
soundbite at the
other, yeah.
ready.
It was just so funny how
was
all of
too
us were on
perfect.
the exact same page.
Oh yeah.
Like, we didn't even have to say anything.
Yeah, I was gonna try to have one where it's like bang, 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 and I could not find that one. But I found this one, so I'm gonna hold on to it.
I could probably make you the other one.
Hell yeah!
I said, hell yeah.
Just a Ross soundboard.
Yep. I was slowly working on one for Arcadia, so this way I would have all the sound bites for when you guys cast magic and shit. Oh, the wind magic.
Oh,
Yes, the wins. You know,
backup character is
is-
a blue mage just as Fart Nancy.
that is something I do wonder about, considering that blue moons deal a lot with like wind and ice, right?
Yes. Wind and water for Blue Moon.
Okay, wind and water. So in theory, couldn't someone pull a season 3 Korra murder by using wind magic to suck the air out from the air around, or suck the air out from the area around a person and just have them suffocate?
Technically, a person could hold their breath, but you could create a bubble around the person, possibly.
Right, if they have no air to breathe, they can only hold on so long until it's curtain time.
Correct. I've dabbled with that idea actually at the beginning of this campaign, to which Union and I figured out a few rules for that if it ever comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
All
Um,
right. Huh?
Also, before I forget, I want to grab your attention since I actually think about this.
No
Gun
problem.
count for Frost. So I know that there's a couple projects he's working on.
All right.
He's got Ignis and Fulnir as his 2 pistols.
Mm-hmm.
He's got Problem Solver. He's got an actual like slug thrower shotgun that he keeps loaded on
Yep.
ship. And there's also that revolver that we found that keeps falling off of the ammo belt that seems to
Bandolier.
hold on to everything. Yeah, the bandolier.
Yep.
Okay.
I want you to make sure in your notes for Vrost, have a specific one that's just your list of guns, and we'll go through what each one does specifically. Okay?
Yeah, I'm typing it up now.
Okay.
If you go into my notes, I think you'll be able to see it since you have access to it.
Perfect. All right. I'd like to do a little show and tell real quick. As I said, everybody, you can change your aspects or change your troubles if you would like. I believe everyone here, is it safe to say everybody's at least changing one aspect and or their trouble?
Like, he's like, no.
I don't think I'm changing any aspects.
No
I might change
aspects?
one. I might change one.
Don't
Change an
think so.
aspect? Lisha, how about
Yeah.
yourself?
I'm trying to work on skills right now.
No.
Gotcha. Frost?
I swapped out the trouble, but as for aspects, I feel like they still ring pretty true to the character.
Okay. We'll focus on a bit of a trouble here, because you will all need to change your trouble from lost memory to something new. Rost, yours is revenge, correct?
Yeah, the fires of revenge. So, as at least in my mind, how I thought about it is that we're getting into the part of the story where he's waited his time, he's gotten his cards, now we start playing his hand for his revenge against those in control of Valua. It may be like Valua in general in some people's eyes, but for him, there's specific targets within its hierarchy that
Okay.
he is actively targeting. Is why he currently has the bounty that he has. He's already executed a few of the lower rank ones.
Gotcha. Mordecai, would you say you have a change for your trouble or no?
I do. Get back to me in just a second. I am trying to wrap my head around skills.
All right, I'll get back to you in a moment. Ilashi, do you have an idea for your change in trouble?
I think the trouble I have right now still pretty rings true, so if we're adjusting it,
What is the trouble that you have right now?
it's the impulsive one.
Impulsive?
Yes.
I think we are going to change it just a bit, because while you have still the impulsive track in nature, it is something you are working to learn more to your benefit and more to... You are coping with it in your own right, and it's not so much something... It's your magic is yourself in its trouble. So I would say the trouble now isn't so much you being impulsive, it is you now longing for answers. To where I think that might be a more fitting trouble for yourself. Whether you are searching for answers for the moonstones, the magic you possess, as well as answers to help out your father. There is already this clear desire and clear pull in you to hunt for answers. To whether that might even be the detriment to yourself or others. And I think that becomes more of a trouble for yourself.
So I should probably change one of my aspects then, because it's very similar.
Which one would that be?
Heart of Mystery.
Okay.
It's in the same vein, but I don't know what I would change it to.
Would you like to instead put your impulsive as that? An impulsive heart.
Yeah, that could work.
We'll change those and swap them. A subtle swap, but one nonetheless. Lisha. So,
Yes.
your trouble before, what was it?
I'm pretty sure it was like overconfident overachiever.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
So, it changed to lost memory, and now is something potentially new in its place. Is there anything that you have in mind for yourself that would be more of a trouble for you? Or would you like me, just like Bilashi, to find a fitting one?
I haven't really thought about it because she could still be kind of cocky when needed. So,
Okay.
or whenever she wants. And she's like, ah, fuck it, I'll fucking do it my goddamn fucking self. Well, 5 foot of her. I'm stomping by. Hey, yo, fuck your gonads. Ugh.
Well, I think I settled on my new trouble when I'm looking at a change in an aspect, but I wonder if they're too on the nose for each other.
Gotcha. Lisha, I have a very fitting trouble for you now.
Mm-hmm.
The need to smash.
Okay. I like it.
I think that'll be a very fitting trouble, as sometimes the need to just destroy something or utterly bitch slap somebody supersedes all form of logic and reason. To where it's something that could be a benefit, but also might get you in a lot more trouble. All right, now back to Mordecai.
So for his trouble, and this kind of feeds into what I've talked to you a lot about privately with Mordecai. I think we can reword this, but I'm going to fiercely protective. The in between, like the in between the lines, sub syntax, I think is the word, is like particularly of like family.
So, sorry, repeat that one quick second.
Like fiercely protective, mainly regarding family. Because I've told you how differently some Mordecai decisions would be if some outcomes concerning his family were slightly different. That only feels right, is to make his trouble at this point like his mental health and well-being is very largely dependent on theirs at this point.
I would tagline it as triggered bonds.
Okay.
To where certain bonds of yours, specifically familial bonds, but I think bonds in general, can be played against you. Or for you in certain aspects.
How about bloodied bonds?
I'll work with that too.
Which, going into one of his aspects, is looking at Reclaimer of the Lost. I kind of want to rename it like Shepherd of the Talarks, because I feel like a lot of his worries are also like, I have to like get a bead on all these fucking siblings and just try to rein them all back into Nasir when all this dust settles and shit. Like, still haven't laid any kind of eyes on Tollum. Nidhogg is a fucking wild card right now. So I don't know if that like intersects the trouble too much. But the trouble is more of like, you fuck with them, you fuck with me. Versus the aspect being, what do I need to do to get a hold of these people?
Okay.
You know, that's the thought process anyway. So I'd still have Son of a Sans, a benevolent engineer. But if you feel like that needs a little bit more work, then I can float it.
No. Trying to think. I think that'll work. Okay.
And if I come up with a different idea before the end of a session, then I'll hit you with it.
No problem.
Yeah. It just feels right. Because a lot of the angst from him has been regarding family.
Done and done.
For a while now at this point.
Yeah.
Found family be considered in this too?
Perhaps.
Hmm.
That's why it's bloodied bonds.
Yeah.
So, is anyone changing out? Well, you can change out your skills as you see freely, as you see whether certain things are stronger or weaker than others. So I won't really worry about skills. I'll leave that all to your own devices. We have your aspects, your troubles, and high concepts down. As far as stunts, is anyone taking any extra stunts?
Probably.
I am, even though I never use them.
We could work together on figuring out a good solid stunt for you. Now,
I'm looking at the page. There's a ton of new ones. There's one I shared in Shenanigans that I thought was really fucking funny.
oh jeez.
Go check it out if you haven't yet.
Yep.
Thought it was the funny one that I found. I wasn't going to use it, but I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, that's true.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Can Bip get anything? Or is it just me having to constantly feed him and then he'll keep getting stronger?
That is something we should definitely address in this stream, because we need to more utilize BIP.
Yes.
So that's something that we can definitely figure out here.
I honestly think it would also be easier for me to utilize if his sheet was fully filled out, like he was his own little character, because then I can also refer to his sheet more and things like that.
This is fair. I would say at this point, Bip's character sheet would be something that would be a set of skills all at a +2. So he has all different skills at a +2.
Like how many?
5 skills.
Okay.
I believe he has.
What's wrong, man?
Do you have access to his character sheet?
Yeah, I'm editing it right now.
Okay, perfect.
We have emergency beans.
I would say this will have all of his skills, like 5 of his skills at a +2. The rest of his skills can be a +1.
Okay.
And if you want to work on it now, we can figure out 3 aspects for him that either you or the rest of the party can utilize.
We're not putting Gangster Bip on this. I'm just saying that now. It's
No,
not
of course
happening. Not
The
going
vag-
on his sheet.
No, it's fine. A vagabond bit. Easy.
I'm looking at Josh.
Listen, look at me as all you want. Gangster Bip is a thing, and it will always happen to be a thing. As long as I have access to this one special macro, you can never change it.
Thank God.
Gangster Pip will always live on in our hearts.
Oh, now he's typing something. He better not be saying anything bad about me. You said 5 with 2 and the rest with 1? Or was it a certain amount with 1?
5 with 2 and the rest with 1.
Okay.
When you feed him more, he'll have 5 with 3 instead, and then the rest at 1. And after that, it'll be 5 with 4, and then the rest all at 2.
like just having this sheet would help me use him more.
I agree.
What direction do I want to take Mordecai as stunts? Oh god. Remember, anyone who's thinking about adding a stunt, you can also use the opportunity to improve a stunt you have at Mark's discretion.
Okay.
So if there's one you
This
use
is
a
correct.
lot, then you could potentially make it better.
Uh, 300 gold for whoever helps me with this next assignment.
I already
What's
know
the next
it's going to
assignment?
Tyler.
What?
I already
What?
Uh,
know.
There is the Palong character sheet.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's
I
going
just
to Tyler.
needed. I
Enjoy
just
the money.
needed-
I'm looking right at it. It's fine. I'm pulling up
It's
every
his
shirt.
baby.
Yeah, I have not been leveling the Palong up with us, by the way.
That's not a
I-
problem. The Palong has its own level up system.
Okay, cool. It should be in there, but character info. Wink. Is that the one?
We have the Palong sheet, the old one. We don't have one on Foundry.
You have to put it into Foundry.
Oh, do you want me to punch it in?
Yes.
Okay.
Punch it, Chewy.
That's worth 300 gold.
Okay. Well, if
300? Only 300?
500 gold.
There you go.
If someone
You're
beats me to it, they can have it. But
Go ahead. I'm trying
mean-
to figure out aspects for Bip.
I mean, if I get it, I was gonna share it with y'all anyway. I'd be like, oh, look at this gold I fucking found into the floorboard. It's crazy.
If you found somebody's stash, then if it was on the floorboard.
See, Palong token pronouns fast as fuck. Does the Palong get fate points?
Yes, the Palong should have 7 fate points.
Holy shit! Palong back in more heat than I am. Goddamn.
It is a ship that we've upgraded.
It's because you also have a fully stacked crew.
Fair, it's fair. It's fair.
Before, it only had 3 fate points. But with all hands on deck, you have now 7 fate points with Palong.
I was thinking, Mark, one of the aspects can be taken from like the inspiration for his like what his design is gonna go towards, which is, you know, Rowlet and the evolutions.
Uh-huh.
So like maybe like a move that it has or something. Like
Defiant
one of the
Flyer?
unique- yeah, that's a good one. Because are we are we doing a high concept and all of that? Like how are we doing this?
We're just doing the 3 aspects. 3 aspects.
Okay.
That you as well as your party can utilize with BIP.
Okay. Does anybody have any ideas?
For what? What? Sorry.
Bip.
Ideas, you
firearm-
say? Motherfucker,
What?
you beat me to it.
What did you say? You both talked over each other.
Fire art proficiency, but only if held sideways.
He doesn't even have hands. He doesn't even have fingers.
Okay, proficiency with hands.
Catch these hands. Alien space station.
Elastic ally.
Tight squeeze. He's amorphous and may squeeze
Ally.
and subtract.
I don't know.
Tight squeeze?
Yeah.
That's
You
what
can
it's. That's the name of it?
I'm throwing ideas out.
I
Like,
like the idea of how you could use it, but I don't like the name.
Okay, well then, throw the name out and keep the description and come up with a new name.
How many fate points does he get? Does he get fate points at all?
He will have 5 fate points.
Okay. Hmm. Technically, shouldn't I also make a sheet for Rusty?
No, Rusty is more of a companion rather than a full-blown character.
Okay.
Rusty is basically an aspect that you could use and also ally with. Same with Murder Bird, but we haven't had a need to use Murder Bird.
Thank you.
Elisha can go back to Main Isle and go grab Murder Bird.
With what ship?
Get a bigger ship.
No shit, Sherlock. What do you think is my next big step in this grand plan that I have?
Over here, like, sounds like a skill issue, Fivehead.
But yes, so name companions are nice. And I'm purposely not trying to add things to BIP because I already do enough shenanigans with Gangsta BIP, so I'm just trying to be like, let you do your thing.
It's okay. Like, if you have an idea, of course say it.
So, what do we know about BIP exactly? Like, what details have we confirmed?
He is from the Sylvite civilization, and
Mhm.
he's like a construct. You can do a lot of different stuff with him.
Right, very moldable, can slip into small places. Doesn't
Yep.
have to keep this form, but likes this form though.
This is the form that I have chosen for him. As
Right,
he
so-
as he grows more, as I feed him more moonstones, he'll
Mhm.
develop a form that, like, suits me, kind of thing.
Right, and the reason why I asked that because is he able to go and like shapeshift and like get really thin to fit through cracks? He'll be able to
Yeah.
squish himself down to go underneath. Okay, so with that, a lot of the stuff I think of with a construct like that, it allows for a lot more of like your shadow work. So like getting behind things, recording information, reporting different pieces of information, like how many people are in this room, or where's this trap sensor at? Do you see this button? Get into small places that we can't get into. So maybe there is something that maybe like they could pop in, pop the lock from the inside, and appear with whatever treasures that may be held. I mean, there's a lot of different directions with BIP that you can take, at least in my mind.
Absolutely.
Also keeping in mind the silver moonstone aspect of him. When I was potentially rolling like a silver using character, Mark described a lot of the potential of like not spells as written in the game silver magic, but like silver magic as like a neutral thing, as like alchemy from Fullmetal Alchemist, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah. No. That based on what we've seen, that's how it behaves. Yeah.
So you could do something.
So
like
should
that.
I put the law of equivalent exchange?
He doesn't have an arm or a leg to lose, so he's fine.
I just
Yeah, I just don't have it cost you an arm and a leg. So mad.
One thing that I want you to give you Bip is a bit of extra flavor utility. Because of him being partnered with you and seeing so many times where you've rewound and shown people's memories through therapy. Bip has the ability to take an active and something that doesn't really get utilized within the world, an active video log, and can record things that it sees and play them back.
Also, hear me out. I know it's not like 1-to-1, but you could do a lot of things that, like, I don't know, you might be able to do with a familiar in D&D. Like maybe he takes a stunt where you can cast some of your spells from his space.
That is one thing that I'm not sure if Mark will allow. I could probably flavor it in a way where I channel it through him.
You can use that as one of his 3 stunts, because he will have 3 free stunts.
So the thing you just gave me isn't a stunt?
It is not a stunt. It is just a utility ability flavoring that I wanted to put for Bip.
Okay.
Because that would be kind of neat if you had a
Yeah.
risky potential spell and you like send Bip in as, you know. just a
You could
little-
even
little
have the stunt be recoil. Recoil will have Bip spend a fate point in order to take a hit that you would have taken.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, hear me out. Also,
Let me type this real quick.
Okay.
I'm writing this all down. Just
Okay. Let me know because I have an idea. But Mark probably won't like, but you will.
Okay. And it's just like one hit. So like say I was getting hit for 2 physical stress, it would take away 1. And I'd still get another physical stress, or is it just all of whatever that hit was?
I would say you could take two stress.
Okay. And that's mental and physical. Right? Mark.
Correct.
Alright, go ahead, Tyler.
Does Bip have his own fate points?
Yeah, he has 5.
Okay, hear me out. What if you're casting wild magic and Bip is either adjacent to you or attached to you or whatever, he can help you influence some control over the result. Probably a small amount. It would probably cost both of you a fate point or something, but
Honestly, I like where you're going with it, but I think when it comes to the control of the wild magic, I want it to be purely like something that she's learning on her own.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Because I'm kind of getting there. Like, now I can roll and choose.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's like this is a crutch you need. I'm just saying this would be a useful tool if
I feel
you
like-
decided to. Because you're also like learning how to use and manipulate and control Bip, so it's not someone else necessarily helping you. It's you seeing a resource and going, "Oh, this will help me do this."
I feel like it would end up being a crutch.
Yeah, that's
is
up to
the
you.
thing.
Mark, how do I add aspects to the Palwong token?
So, aspects are basically. Let me see. You'll be able to do it.
Because like for stunts, I've already added all its stunts because there was a little plus sign on
You
the
just
bar.
type in aspects.
It's not. There's no box for me. Maybe hold on.
Let me look at
closed.
this.
Open.
Letting me type in it.
There you go.
Oh, what the hell? Did you want the high concept and trouble in there as well?
Yeah.
Can you type in it, Tyler?
I can type now.
Okay, it must have been something Merc fixed.
So if he wants to add 2 more slots in there,
Did it.
there we go. All right.
So, going back to the idea that Tyler mentioned about magic through Bimp, could I use him as a channel for my magic? Or, like, could I use him where, like, I cast a spell and I can shoot it off through him?
I would say yes. You could do that. By spending a fate point either yourself or on him.
Okay, and what would be the details of it?
Since you're spending a fate point, I'll give you any range up to 300 feet. You can cast and see through his eyes for the duration of the spell.
Okay.
Whatever spells you cast, he also has to have the Moonstone for.
He has to have eaten it? He doesn't really have moonstones, he just consumes them.
Correct. So this is where it gets into a fun bit of flavoring.
Okay.
So the thing about what you've fed him, you've mostly just been feeding him shards and fragments. If you give him a stone, he will hold the stone. He won't consume the stone. It will be a part of him, and he will channel through it like himself.
The fuck when, Mark? Because
Since
I was going to give him a black moonstone, but I didn't because I was like, oh, if he eats it, it'll be a waste. And we did this whole conversation about it.
Yep. So the thing is, I fucked up right now because this is something that you were supposed to learn to talk to somebody else who also has a slime.
Okay.
So that would be win. You would have this valuable information.
Okay. That's fine.
But since we're doing TLC stuff taken care of now, I'd rather address it now. If other people would also like to bring up character concepts or things, you can do that as well right now. If you think it might have been something that I previously said, maybe not, or hold off on it, you can address that now.
Mark, I posted a screenshot of the found view how long sheet as it is right now. But the skills and like the stress trackers and consequence, I cannot get those to populate. So if that's something
Okay.
you want available on that, you're gonna have to put those there for me first.
Yeah, I'm doing that now.
Okay. I go back to thinking about stunts. So, out of curiosity, if we're going like RPG team roles, whatever, what does everyone consider themselves in a party right now? Vaguely. Like, what do you feel like your specialty in the party is? I know for some it's obvious. I just want to hear what everyone thinks it is.
For me, it's magic and utility.
For Ross, it's definitely more of like your marksman and leadership role.
I kind of see Mordecai at this point as like he's a flexible fighter, but he's typically the only one that chooses to engage point blank first. Laisha, I feel like, has more flexibility with like stealth and like in and out. But I feel like that's the thing. She likes an opportunity where like someone's already like tangled up with a frontline fighter or with me, and bap, move. But that's
I can do either or, honestly.
yeah, okay.
Try to make her like a little bit flexible, but I mean, I also have magic. So might as well do so.
I would say Laisha's the glass cannon.
Yeah. So I've been kind of building Mordecai up as like in league terms like top lane bruiser type shit. Like he's got good defenses right now. He has some items that help with that, like the enchanted chainmail and the sanctuary charm and the will ring. I can attack 3 times in one go, and if I hit different people, I heal myself at this point, which is nice. Thank you, Shalu. So I'm trying to like, do I lean into like the tank role? I guess with Mordecai, because he's not like he's fast, but he's not like stealthy and fast enough at the same time to like choose to leave an engagement unless I use a gadget or something. You know. And I'd rather most everyone get tangled up with me because, you know, Delashi and Vross work better from a distance, and Laisha works best when she gets to pick her battles, in my opinion. I'm just kind of curious where everyone's leaning with like potential stunt choices, I guess.
If I'm going to pick up stunts in the future, it's probably focused more around the marksmanship ones. So like your shooting ones, because right now, I think the biggest one I utilize is called shot, which allows me to target individual things or put on certain status effects. So I may focus more on that, do more of like a broader scale of things, or might focus more on the leadership, considering that we are building and amassing a decent sized crew and probably gonna have more underneath our command.
Leadership reminds me of, once again, most of my experience with D&D, so forgive me for throwing references back at that. There's like a feat or like certain class features that let you use the like the help action as a bonus action from a distance.
Yeah, Pathfinder 2E, you have like commanding shot and stuff like that, where it's like you are able to assist.
And then in 4E, there were classes that are like, hey, I'm going to use my action or my bonus action to let you just attack. Like, you do your thing, go. So, like, that's what leadership, as far as, like, translation into a tabletop mechanic goes for me.
All right. I'll wait till he gets back.
Sorry, I was just throwing a cat out of the room.
No problem.
Just yowling.
Does anyone else have any character questions?
Define character question.
Like potential for stunt question, or at least character sheet question?
I'm still rolling over a potential stunt in my head, if
That's
that's
fair.
related to that.
Perfectly fine.
I sent you some. On
Yeah, I actually was just about to type a thank you to you. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm so
There
sorry.
you
Oh, my brain is moving a million miles an hour.
Like, slow down, man.
Like, chill. Have a chili dog. Don't gotta go fast.
Yeah, I have Gaze Encounter, which I've never fucking used, and I just took Cunning Invasion, which is once per scene. When you successfully defend against an area attack with athletics, you may roll to create an advantage with stealth as a free action. So I just took that one.
Honestly, you can also swap any stunt 2 with a different stunt as well. So if you find there's something that you're not really utilizing, or it's not really working for you, maybe it's a little too niche, you can do that right now as well. Upgrades, people, upgrades.
My upgrades require time in game for me to build said upgrades.
I'm sorry you're both working to amass weapons of mass destruction.
Listen, you're not wrong. I just had something pop in my head. I'm gonna just message you about this because I'm not gonna say it out loud because it's absolutely horrible.
Oh no. It's the best.
You little shit.
Yeah, thank you, Misha. Those are good ideas.
All right. Is there any questions about people's gear that they have currently right now?
Gear wise, let's see here. The Yafatoman soul inserts that I have
Correct.
that allows me to do the slow fall.
Yep.
Do we know how that works with the skyboard that Mordecai and I built, knowing that it is blue magic, it gets channeled through it?
Yeah,
Does it
basically
help boost or does it help provide like a buffer?
it helps buffer, like if you were to fly out of control or if you were to be smacked out of the sky, you could
Mhm.
have a controlled, like, slow descent. Both you and your board.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like a parachute lifeline.
Right, okay. So like there's that. I know that we have the enchanted clothing,
Mm-hmm.
which I know for Ross is purple and red lines, so I can use that to get a +1 to defense.
Correct.
The key that was given to us by Arthur to report, so we still have access to Star Call key, correct?
Star Call key. It was the key that was in possession by Agatha's daughter during your mission. And you had since kept it after she had only just wanted the locket that her daughter died for.
Hmm.
The locket allowed you to actively utilize the Star Call key's magic in order to properly utilize all its 8 different options. However,
Yeah, I see
now when
also
you
my
use
notes.
it, when you just choose something at random whenever you touch it with an object or artifact.
Okay, so essentially it's the D8 roll, see what happens, and fuck around and find out.
Yep.
Now I also see in my notes that there's a Crescent Horizon key that I think is in Lycia's possession. Same thing, right? Same kind of concept?
No. That has a completely different use that you do not know what it does yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
As you have all found that, but you don't know what it does. You know it's a part of a 3 set of keys. And the 3rd set of the keys is with Lord Bane.
Okay. And lastly, for my stuff, I have a Zeta pocket watch. That doesn't have any magical properties. That's just an actual pocket watch that we have.
Correct. Also, it should be corrected. The Star Call key is in Lord Bane's possession. The Crescent Horizon key is the one that Lisha should have. And then there is... What was the third one? I know I gave it another name for it.
I don't know,
What
boss.
did
You
you
tell
name
me.
off already?
Crescent
you-
Horizon, Star Call key. I know I had a third one, but I don't remember what the name. It's like the Galaxy something. They all have to do with
Oh,
space.
I'm muted. Star Call is with Bane, you said?
Yes, Star Call should be with
Yeah.
Bane.
And Crescent's with Fleisha.
Mhm.
Correct.
Didn't Agatha have the other one?
No, she has
I
the
just have to
locket.
lock it.
You guys have the third one though. You have 2 of the 3 keys.
Okay, hold on a second.
Crescent Horizon.
Yeah, I see we have Crescent Horizon. Got that down. Do not have another key on that sheet. Let me
You know what?
check the more
GM
key.
intervention call, because I know what Lisha's key does. Lisha's key is going to be instead called the Vortex Point. And then Ross, the key that you have will be the Crescent Horizon.
Okay. So Crescent Horizon, I have this key.
Correct.
And then Vortex Point. Oh, that's right. The 3 is fucked up. You can't do the kitty face.
That is GM official call. Those are the 3 keys.
3 keys.
Uh-huh. The 3 keys have one specific special use. Together.
I guess.
Otherwise, they
Call me a
have their
snowman, I
own
got all these keys
individual.
on me.
Otherwise, they each have their own individual uses.
Mhm.
I will give you three chances to tell me what you would do to try to use the vortex point. And I will tell you if they work or not.
I will give you 3 fuck arounds before you
Can
find
we-
out.
Yes.
Can we touch tips?
You could touch the key to the other key. Yeah. Roll me a d8.
What are you doing, step bro?
My God.
This is why I can't use the key pad while this is active, because I have all those binded.
God damn it.
7. So unfortunately, you don't know what the key does. You do know its point of origin, though. You know that the vortex point was made in a silver forge on the moon with black moonstones.
Okay. Neat.
I give you 2 more fuck arounds before you find out.
We got a moon key.
Hey, who else wants to use it? I don't want to take up all 3.
I invite you to.
Anybody
Try to
else?
cast magic through it or something. I don't know.
Okay.
So sorry, it was the Crescent Horizon that told you about that thing about the vortex key. Is what we're getting, Mark?
Correct. The Crescent Horizon told you about the key.
Okay. Crescent Horizon. I think we got a hint of this at some point that like it reveals things about things.
Yeah.
Correct.
If we took the if Ross was to take the void point and point it off like the starboard bow and try to cast Sacri through it, level 1 green magic, what happens?
You cast green magic off the port bow. You feel it kind of go past the key, and that's it.
So no other effects, like it channels it just fine. Okay.
Yep. You have one more fuck around.
We got point of origin. We know it can have magic channel through it. Doesn't seem to do anything unless it must be a certain type of magic. If I may, for the last fuck around, the black spots that we received from the unstoppable shadow, right?
Yep.
Ross will take the vortex point key and touch that.
It just touches your skin.
Doesn't react, doesn't do anything. I can't cast magic through it like I would the Crescent Horizon.
Nope. That was your third. Fuck around and find out.
That it was.
You are currently unawares to what the fuck this key might do.
Yeah, I do have some Black Moon Zone shards.
Yep. Yes, you do.
But I digress. Enough about me.
I mean, thoughts to pursue next time. Also, like we got a bunch of interesting people on the fucking ship right now. We got Alred, we got Beryl, we got Lantern.
I'm gonna say I could just like get my dad to come over here and look at it.
We got Robinson, who's been in the Dark Rift for years.
Hey, you got so many people to talk to on your ship.
Yeah.
God, so many NPCs you gotta have conversations with. It's
Oh,
just on a
God.
backlog at this point. So many support conversations. Jeez.
Yeah, Gregorio.
We gotta raise up our confidants. Don't worry.
You never see it coming.
Stare at me all you want. You know this damn good reference.
All right. I think we'll begin the wind down process. Some of you have messaged me some ideas that you might want to try out as far as stunts and everything else. I'll message you back and we can square those away.
Quick.
Yeah.
Define for me again your the limits and what you intended for the use of the spell Mystical Trope. The one that can channel red magic to conjure a copy of a held weapon. What were your thought processes with that?
My thought process is
Mordecai copies weapons.
Yes, my thought process of it was for you to basically do some Green Lantern bullshit and replicate other objects and or weapons.
Okay.
Just replicate physical form of objects and or weapons.
Okay. So, if I were to copy my spear and hand it to someone, would they be able to use it?
They would be able to use a spear.
Yeah, okay, but not the red or yellow magic inherent in
Correct.
mine. It just gives form.
What you can do, the caveat I would say, is if you hand them a red copied spear, it will have the properties of red moonstone magic and just be like a fire lance. But it won't cast anything.
Yeah.
It will just be fire imbued. Where it will be stronger against those that are weak against the red moon.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I at this point will just shoot you a message about a potential stunt. I have like 3 ideas I'm like rolling over my head.
I figured you would. All right. Does anyone else have any last minute ideas, thoughts, quandaries, things they need clarification on?
I think Bib's sheet is mostly finished. I gave him one more, that third stunt, and it's more of like a provoke kind of thing where it takes away the like if an enemy is targeting somebody, he can like use
Get
provoke
aggro.
and get aggro.
Gotcha.
But
Mark, the question I just sent you, don't answer on stream.
wow.
Y'all are doing this to me too much.
Welcome to DMing. I say to the guys who DMing us for years.
And is the forever DM in so many different things.
For the Pao Long token, is that all you want me to do to it, or is there more you want me to punch in on Foundry?
Josh.
I'm just saying.
Josh.
Don't answer that right now. Just hold your thoughts.
You
Answer
know
it
where
right
I'm
now.
from, right?
I know. It makes it a
no, I know
lot
what this
worse. Like, it makes it so much more worse because that's the idea that popped in Frost's head long time ago.
I hate you so much.
I've referenced doing this several times.
So, sorry, before people were interrupted, what did you say?
I was saying, was that all you wanted me to do to the Pao Long token in Foundry? Because
We'll also upgrade its armor and stuff because it did have the armor plating that you guys installed. So it has extra defenses.
okay.
That I will get done. And I think just I'll set it so this way you can insert the skills that we had, and then we'll add additional skills to it.
Okay. Do you want me to add that gold, or I don't know? What
Yeah,
to do
go
with
ahead and
it.
add that gold.
Okay, everyone add 125 gold. Wait, hold on. Let me double check my math.
Oh,
That's
you're giving
20.
it to all of us?
Yeah, splitting it.
It's
Wow.
it's Mordecai.
Everyone add 125 gold. You're welcome.
If there was a pop quiz, most likely to quickest to give to the party, be his picture. Alrighty, friends. I think that was a successful TLC, getting stuff taken care of for character sheets, character growth, and everything else out of the way. If there's anything as far as character conversations that you would like to have, if there's any that you want to have, feel free to shoot me a message and I will start a community chat for it in our Discord RP and possibly get some highlights out of it sometimes towards the ends of next stream. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and especially thank you, my players, for putting up with my impromptu-ness of tonight's stream, and hope that the TLC honestly will be very helpful going forward, making sure we're all ready, set, and posed for the next adventure, or next leg of our journey. So, for those of you watching, thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night. Bye.